Lads, this could quite frankly be one of the most important videos that you watch this year. And it's going to be evergreen. So I want you to sit the fuck down, relax, get a pen and paper, and take note as we go through this. I'm going to be dropping bombs. I've got a little bit of a screen share up on this. Can't even get this open, man. There we go. Just raw dog it with the teeth. But as I say, it's going to be one of the most important videos you watch. If you want to take your physique to the next level, mindset to the next level, lifestyle to the next level, this is the fucking video to be watching. I'm just going to be, like, my energy is low today, right? Had some shit happen last night. Not 100% best pleased, but fuck me, I'm getting the shit done. It's happening. So, hopefully, you enjoy some raw, real talk. Because we want to turn you boys into fucking men. Get you absolutely dialed in. Following the blueprint, which is tried and tested, not only with my CEO clients, but my VIP clients, and I use them myself. So let's dive in. There's a few things you need to know, right? With any massive transformation, let's take your physique for example, we need to hammer the fucking basics until the penny drops. So many guys are rocking up every single day trying to achieve what's, a level 100, and they've not even mastered level 1. So what do I mean by the basics? Getting a good amount of quality sleep, 7 to 9 hours, drinking 3 to 4 litres of water per day, hitting a non-negotiable 7 to 9k steps per day, hitting their protein target, tracking their macros, like the basics, guys. But you know what you need to do, so we need to fucking manhandle them. You need to be honest, like an immovable force of how stubborn you are until you have this shit on lock. Because somebody gets like, oh, my results aren't coming. When quite frankly, if I was to sit you in a courtroom and look at how often you are tracking your morning scale weight, how many litres of water you're drinking, your steps, your macros, they'd be all over the fucking shop, I know that. So we hammer the basics until the penny drops. And we need to understand what those basics are for you. Is it 3 weight training sessions per week? Is it training every single day? Do we do cardio? How many hours of sleep do we have? Like, we need to know our standards, So they're the basics. Once we know them, we can't unknow them, and we stick to them. When it now comes to the nutrition, you will eat the food prescribed, macronutrients. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, 40 to 50 grams of fat, no more, no less. It's just paramount. You don't need that much fat in your diet. The more fat you eat, the more fat you gain. It's very, very simple. And then once you know your TDEE, so your total daily energy expenditure, how many calories you need to just maintain, we take 500 calories from that to be in a deficit, and the rest of your calories from your protein being worked out, from your fats being worked out, will be for carbohydrates, and we'll hold steady for there, and with that, until we need to pull more carbs to get leaner, because we want to get fucking lean. We want to expose the physique, show off. Then we lift the weights, non-negotiable. I weight train every single day. Might be some really hard sessions, might just be a quick pump, but you gotta elevate yourself with a savage workout every single day. Wake up on time, non-negotiable. If you are missing your alarm every single morning, fuck me, that is killing your confidence. It is breaking trust with yourself. So you need to have that locked in early wake up time so you can focus on self-development, reading your book, getting your supplements, doing your journaling, planning your day, doing a workout, getting your macros planned in, all of that. The way I lay my week out, my day, I call it me work, we work, and be work. And I will explain all that as we go through it. But me work in the morning is working on myself. If I do not do that, fuck me. Fuck me, my head is away. Even after last night's fucking shambles, I still got up at the time I said I was going to get up, which was 4 a.m. I'd done the work on me. And it's most likely been one of the only reasons why I've managed to make it this far in my day without punching someone in the fucking head. Honestly. Morning routine is essential, like I touched on. When you're in the gym, intensity is key. Go hard, work fast, get sweaty, leave feeling like you've became a new person. Like that, Working hard is key. Then become a man that doesn't miss. And watch what happens. See when you lay out the law in your own life, set yourself habits, standards, goals, principles, routines, things to focus on daily, don't miss them. Watch what happens. You will build a lot of trust and confidence with yourself. So we don't need to go into that, right? Because it's pretty much everything I just expanded on there because I didn't need my notes, but it's there, it's done. What we need to now look at here is take a trip back to Greek mythology or the Stoic times, back in the days of old. The modern leaders of that time all lived their life by quotes. Funnily enough, all the top performers, all the top people that I now look up to and, I now, emulate or invest in, they all live their life by a set of fucking rules, okay? So I made my own rules, okay? I made my own rules to follow, because I love quotes. I pepper them everywhere on my whiteboard behind me. I have them in the notes section of my phone. I speak about them. I expand on them with my clients. It's just something I love doing, because quotes can be one of those really subtle ways of just changing your perception on something. It's like, fuck, that made sense. So become a man that doesn't miss. Quote number 1, live your life true to that. If you don't have your process, you have nothing. Live your life true to that. Because see, if you don't have a routine, a process, mate, idle time makes work the devil. If you've got too much white space in your diary, you end up investing your energy into vices, okay? Porn, vaping, smoking, drinking, drugs, binging, you name it, we've been there. I know the case, lads. You only validate yourself in what you say you will do. Not what you say you're gonna do, but you've actually done. You need to fucking do what you say you're gonna do, and that's the only way you're gonna build confidence. Then, the world is not how it is, it's how you are. Everything going on around you is obsolete, it does not fucking matter. Your perception of the world is key based upon how you now live your life, mentally and physically. If you think you're shit, the world will most likely be shit. We want to remove pessimism from our life. Then, discomfort is progress. Guess what, boys? If you want to make big changes in your life, it's going to be uncomfortable. So we've got to remember discomfort equals progress. And don't wait for things to change around you. Change yourself and watch your surroundings change. Everything's environment, but you're the only person that now perceives your environment to change based upon your habits and actions. I'm moving to Dubai in 3 weeks' time. I don't like the environment I'm in the UK and Glasgow. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Discipline will set you free. So again, we say discipline to the process, the craft, the habits in which you now need to focus on. It will set you free. People are like, oh, I want freedom. Freedom is like, what are you now doing to achieve that? You're not disciplined with fuck all, so discipline will therefore set you free. But even when you do become free from maybe the rat race, the financial stress, the poor physique you've got, you still need to keep up the habits. So discipline over everything, motherfucker, always. When it now comes to achieving a physique transformation, there's going to be 5 phases, right? When you start off, you think, oh, I just need to get a better mindset or something, I don't know. But you can't have a good mindset if you've got a shit physique. The mindset is stacked on top of the tower, which is your body. This is like your antenna to like get universal downloads, which is like how you think. But if you've got a soft, podgy, little skinny, fat physique, you're still going to perceive yourself as low confidence, low value, low worth, therefore you won't receive internal downloads from like universal intelligence. You just wouldn't be able to fucking like be in a good enough mindset to receive good quality thoughts. It's just how it works, So weeks 1 to 6 for any guy should be your focus area of recalibrating whatever standards, habits, routines you have. It will take time. It takes roughly 1 to 6 weeks for you to get everything aligned, from macros, standards, habits, wake and sleep schedule, discipline, reading, cardio, training, all the things that really need hammered home. Once you've got stable foundations, we can start performing better physically, psychologically, with career or professional endeavours, financially, and our relationships, and you can now start tapping into exploring a new reality. And this is the fun part, because now you've built the physique, you've dropped the fat, you've dropped the vices, you're performing better across the board. You can start exploring new realities based upon the standards in which you now hold. because old keys will not unlock new doors. So until you understand that you need to change your headspace, your physique, your lifestyle, and your reality if you want to explore a better quality of life, it's going to come down to you just taking that action. Then we can go into lead, because now you've changed everything about yourself. You look better, feel better, operate better, eat better, think better. You can lead from the front. So let's say I take you through like a transformation. I get you in great shape. You're better in business, relationships, life. You know how to do that now. So you can start leading others to do the same, and therefore maybe tap in and turn your purpose or your passion into profit and start making a business off the back end of your results, And then we can tap out 24, 30 weeks, about 6 months in, reload the mission, reload the vision, and then restart the whole recalibration process and become the next version of yourself. You have to look at yourself like a snake, not in a bad way, but you shed your skin. You need to be shedding your skin and growing into a new person so often. Like, even doing this video, I'm like loving my delivery because I just generally don't give a fuck. And I couldn't have done that a wee while ago, So what we need to look at as well, right, next, coming up, right, you've got two things in life. You're either running away from pain or you're moving towards pleasure. Running away from pain or moving towards pleasure. Sometimes running away from pain is fucking the most crucial driving factor for success. It is. Seriously is. If you can get up in the morning and not be happy with how things are looking, with your physique, your finances, your routine, your headspace, you gotta fucking change it. Because if your before state is awful, man, you hate it, that's going to drive you to take action. Okay? So what I really would ask you guys to do right now is write your before state down. Maybe a couple of bullet points. It might be like fat, sad, low drive, no chicks. Like, basic examples here, seriously. And then after state could be like jacked, tanned, chicks, more money, whatever it is, right? Because initially, when we're in this position here, we want to understand and be super hyper aware of our before state, why we're in the position we're in. Then we've got to decide on what the after is, because if you don't know where you're at, you don't know where you're going, you don't have the base to jump. So it's like jumping from one ship to another, but if you don't open your eyes, you don't even know where you're jumping. So it's about realising that if you want this after state, we need to have the habits, the standards, the blueprint, the mindset, everything aligned to achieve that. But we need to be so fucking aware of our before state, otherwise we'll never reach the after state. Because it's all these kind of like oblivious idiots that are like, ignorance is bliss. They're so ignorant to their own shit because they're so busy TikToking or distracting themselves or smoking on the fucking geek bars, You just fucking heads all over the place. So they can't actually focus on setting goals because they're just pacifying themselves, like sucking a big fucking dummy. So we need to get clear on what the after state is, so we're like, fuck, right, that's better than what I'm at right now, I want to move towards that. Okay, and that's what's going to start moving you. So you need before goals, after goals, what you're running away from, what you're moving towards, bring awareness to that. Then, my friends, this is, holy fuck, the most important thing over all else. Honestly, this is the laws of frequency. Once I learned the laws of frequency, everything changed for me. And I don't just mean a few things, I mean everything changed for me. So every single day, you wake up and you're neutral. You start at zero every single day. Yesterday's wins are not today's wins. Okay? You start at neutral. Let's say you wake up one day and you accidentally you choose to miss your alarm. Okay, you're like, fuck it, snooze. What happens is instantly you've stacked an L. Not a W, an L. So you're in neutral when you wake up in the morning, you decide to snooze your alarm. Then you're like, oh fuck, I'm running late. So you put on like odd socks and you work in a formal setting, so you feel like an idiot. You have to rush your breakfast, so you end up having like butter and toast like an absolute simp. You've like spilt sauce in your shirt and you go into the office looking like who done flung, like some absolute loser. and then you're stressed, and then you're driving to work and your car gets a flat, and next thing you know, like all these bad things start happening, right? Because you choose to have one, you choose to let bad things happen to you, by snoozing that alarm. So you're in this kind of neutral position initially, but when the bad things start happening based upon one choice you have made, you will begin to contract. And initially, you've got too much pride to admit that, you know what, it's my decision, I chose to do this. Like, you've got too much pride to even be aware of that. So you get angry. And when you're angry, you start making worse decisions because you see red. You start being ratty to colleagues at work. You start making poor decisions with your diet. You start beeping at people on the fucking M8 on the way to work. You're like, fucking move. It's all about me. It's all about me. And then you get to work and you're fucked. Cortisol through the roof. Underfueled, over-caffeinated, head's a mess. You look like an idiot. So you start designing things. You're like, right, I've had such a shit morning, so I deserve Domino's for lunch. So you have this big old fat Domino's, right? Cookies, Coca-Cola, chips, you name it, you got it, right? And you're eating this, you're tanning all this fatty food, and you're like, fuck. You work the rest of your day, you go up the road, and you're like, then bring it in to like go to the gym after work, so you patch the gym, so you're getting lower and lower, and you wake up the next day and you're like, oh fuck, I forgot it was check-in day with my coach. So you get the fear, right? You get the fear. Because you didn't check in, and he's like touching base like, hey bro, hope you're good, hope you're having a nice day, where are we at with check-in, would love to see where progress is at. And you get the fear, right? So you get this fear, you start getting apathetic, you stop caring, and you feel guilt and you feel shame, right? When you're down in this guilt and shame cycle, what happens is the shit cycle begins, and because people look for happiness in the same place they're going to lose it, they end up going between this kind of desire, shame, guilt cycle, where they start binge eating, porn, vaping, smoking, drugs, you name it, you're doing it, okay? And you live there for eternity until something comes to snap this shit cycle and expand you. So what we need to think about this every day, guys, when we wake up in the morning, is that you have an opportunity, you have a choice to either make the right decision or the wrong decision. When I wake up in the morning, I want to step from neutrality, where I've stacked no wins for that day, into willingness. I want to be willing to accept my fate, willing to take a chance, willing to make a move on my growth. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be that guy that hits the alarm and says, let's fucking go, come on. So I accept my circumstances despite how challenging it may be, getting up at 4 a.m. Sometimes I don't want to, because I have a reason in my heart and my head as to why it's going to be worth purpose. It's going to be worth it for me, because I love the results in which I'm getting. I find joy in doing the hard things which no one else can, because it brings me peace, and essentially because I'm becoming the best version of myself, it enlightens me, and I give off better quality energy to everyone else. Pardon me, monster man, when it hits, but hopefully you're getting where I'm coming from here. So yeah, once you understand this, guys, you're going to be in a different level. No one understands this. Nobody even can articulate it as well as I can. I've been doing this for so long. And I promise you, no one else talks with this. But list 3 things you do when you're at your best. So like, think about this, right? So when I ask this question to clients, they're like, oh, well, I'm a greater person for my family because, and it's like, no, shut the fuck up, right? List 3 things you do when you're at your best. I'm going to do me because it's very simple. Wake up on alarm. First alarm set, boom. I'll wake up on that first alarm. That's all I do. Then, train daily and macros. If I'm doing these 3 things, I'm the best version of myself every day. Non-negotiable, it just happens. If you do them, you will too. Easy as that. Then we want to break down everything from performance strategy. So let's say we're going to choose to train initially on a Monday, Tuesday, a Thursday, Friday, and a Sunday, and we'll do like rest days here. And this could be like upper, lower, rest, upper, lower, rest, and cardio, like a run or something. So we've got our strength training 4 days per week, good volume, good frequency. We've got a long zone 2 run for heart health, cognitive function, etc. set you up for the week. 1 rest day per week. Never fully rest. I would recommend do like a class or like or maybe like an arm day or something like that, something chill. But get something going every single day, but have a strategy on how you're going to do it. So that's like a basic program. If you want to download a program, just drop us a message and I'll give you one, but let us know. Maximum standards, sweet spot and minimum. So every single day we need to be elevating our state to the highest point, no matter what. The sweet spot, like I'm going to be so general with this, like break it down to the babyest standards. Let's say your maximum standards is like, 12k steps, macros bang on, meal plan, training, hitting PBs, 4 a.m. wake up, sups, work, getting crushed, relationships, like literally the best you've ever been, like the fucking peak of the world. Minimum standards would be like 8k steps, macros, but like more flexible dieting, 3 workouts per week, supplements, and no booze, so it's like kind of good, but still could be better. And then essentially you just kind of want to float in here all the time. You might not ever be the best, might not be the worst, but you just hit the sweet spot, you just gotta flow. Because if you get too high in the highs, you're going to get too low in the lows. So if you can't find a fucking sweet spot, you're going to be a fucking loser. You're going to fail, you're going to give up. Then from there, understand daily planner. This is just a basic planner, so easy to use. I don't, this could be something you do, but like, wake up. Always plan you first. Let's say, wake up, you fast, for example, meal 1, meal 2, and then like meal 3. Boom, so your meal times are locked, simple like that. So you're planning your macros, what meals you're going to have, so it'll be like, eggs, chicken rice, beef potato, yogurt, berries. Like, get it basic, like, you get where I'm coming from. Keep it so basic. And then to-do list, like top 3 outcomes I would always go for. And I'm just not going to write them in for the sake of this right now. The top 3, my wee pen's not working. So you got your wake up time, you got your bedtime. That's like the backbone to your life. So the wake up time and the bedtime is essentially going to allow you to solidify like the bookcase that holds your life together. Make that non-negotiable. The best wake up time starts with the best bedtime, so you get those 7 to 9 hours sleep. Let's say you work from like 8 till 7. So you've got these times that you want to be like deep work, and let's say you trade in the morning as well, so it's out of the way, and then you're going for little mini walks between your meals for like half an hour. At the end of the day, you'll have hit training, a good wake and sleep schedule, 3 good meals, an hour of walking. You can do your top 3 to-dos for like personal and professional work life, and then could-dos like top 1 to 2 extra things you could maybe squeeze in. But guys, like, understand this. I wake up at 4 a.m. and go to bed at like 8:30. The amount I get done in a day would scare you. Why does it work so well? Because that I get myself in a prime state every morning for the work itself, That's why we always pull it off. That's why we get success. So I could go into the rest of this. It goes on for a while, boys. It goes on for a while. But I'm going to cap it off here because like the other stuff is just not essential for baselining things. Like it's more for like the CEO clients that are running businesses. But now that we've been through like standards, planning, habits, mindset, frequency, routine, set yourself a 30, a 60 and a 90-day goal. We're coming into the end of the year now. So 30 days from now, what do you want to achieve? Let's say it's take the next 4 kilos of fat off, increase this, ass cut out, dress this way, routine optimization, wake up at this time. 60 days, you can double it. 90 days, you can triple it. But just think, I would always start with the gold rush goal at the end in mind, reverse engineer it step by step. So let's say in 90 days you want to lose 10 kg of fat. That would average down to roughly 3.3 kilos per month, which is fuck all. Absolutely fuck all. So you can get that out. Easy. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. The main volume of content was in this stuff here though, boys. I want you to walk away from this just thinking differently. I do this stuff like one-to-one VIP with my clients, build their own one for themselves as a basic one, very like broad and might land for you, might not. End of the day, essentially just want to put you in a spot where you understand where I'm coming from with routine, mindset, lifestyle, fitness, nutrition. I hope you guys have an incredible day. Please follow me on Instagram, social media to see my daily habits. I've taken the day off social media today, to be honest. I'm just going to post my content, but I'll turn up on like stories and do all that other shit. Because I was just feeling a bit fried off the back of last night's nonsense. But guys, much love. Hope this video lands well for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Any questions on any videos you want? It's so weird being a screen and screen. Whoa. I love yous and leave yous, guys. Speak to yous all soon. Catch you.